This is a demonstration of the CVE 2011-2523 exploit, where there is a vulnerability on version 2.3.4 of VSFTPD, where there is a backdoor entrance that opens a shell on port 6200. To demonstrate this CVE, I will be using VMware, running Kali Linux as our attacker machine, and Metasploitable version number 2 as our vulnerable machine. So for this CVE, I'm going to assume that we already know the IP address of the vulnerable machine. So first, we need to have an open port on the vulnerable machine for us to connect to. So first, I'm going to nmap on that, and we know the IP address of the vulnerable machine, so we just input it here. So we can see that there is an open port on port 21, and it's an FTP connection. So we will try to connect to port 21 on that vulnerable machine using ncat. We will connect to port 21. And so this is where the backdoor occurs. We can type user and any string we want, but it has to be followed by a smiley face at the end. And then it prompts us for password. We type in pass and any string we want again. And it doesn't look like it did anything, because if we try to type commands, you can't see anything. But if we Control C and clear our screen, then it should have opened a open port on 6200. So we can attempt to connect to port 6200 that was opened by that backdoor. So on port 6200. So it looks like it failed, but it actually opened itself, as we can see here. So if we try to do any commands, we can see the file system of the vulnerable machine. And if we look up who am I, we can see I am the root user. If we attempt to look up what our IP address is, look at the second entry, we can see that our IP address is the same as the vulnerable machine, so we successfully connected to the server using a backdoor entrance.